All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. How's everybody doing this morning? Good to see you. Andrea, Terry, Ray, good to see you all. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook Live, welcome back. Hope everybody's all excited. I know I am. Busy day today. Today we're going to have the soiree here on our first day on the on-site. So looking forward to seeing everybody here. I know that some of you are not obviously logged in because you're probably traveling, getting here to New York. So hopefully they all had safe trips. And look forward to seeing you tonight for the soiree and get ready for live trading. Remember, if you did and want to do the webcast, please talk to your education advisor, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it to you can start watching us for the next 2 days. So I'm really excited about the on-site. So also remember, everyone, we also have today is Traders Talk with Josh. So it's one of the busiest and most exciting events in the Cyber Group room. So if you guys are ready to share that and send in all the information you need so you guys can have some fun and he could review your journals. But overall, I was actually quite happy. Yesterday was a pretty decent day. I was kind of a little disappointed in the pre-market. We did have a couple of stocks that made some big moves, but this morning we had, when the market opened up, a couple of good stocks did pretty well. We're going to talk a little bit about them. And there are some stocks getting hammered today. I mean, crushed. And not only they crushed, these pharmaceutical stocks, and we all know they don't come back. So before we go through the watch list, let's just talk about what some of you missed yesterday. Let's talk about some of those stocks. I want to start off with BTU. So BTU was just an awesome mover yesterday. And let me just bring this out a little bit here and build this up. So BTU was a really, really nice move. I jumped in a little late because I was in something else that actually I lost money on. Thank God I got out of it. Remember, losing money is not a bad thing. The biggest thing we teach you at Cyber Trade University, we say this all the time, we don't teach how to make money. We teach how to controlling losing it. And that's what we're going to be focusing on. It's like phase 4 of the on-site. So, and which is like a phase 3. Listen, the winners take care of themselves. The losers, everyone has the issue with. So this stock right here, I know some of us jumped in a little bit late, right around at 9:45, right around at $17, and then she went up, did a little bit of a nasty shake, not that much, about 20 cents, and we went all the way up. This thing ran all the way to about 11 o'clock, and then you could see, which I always talk about, look at the clock, best times to trade, worst times to trade. So right around that time, we had that little reversal. It was pretty much done after that. You had a nice little push going in here the last 30 minutes. Stock went from 19 all the way to 1980, which is a pretty substantial move. But if you look at the long-term chart, right here, you can see BTU is doing pretty well. It's kind of basically hovering right at that major all-time 52-week highs. Now, remember we were talking about yesterday about oil and what's going on with oil. The Dow obviously is up a little bit today. We had some type of listen, with everything is going on with inflation and gas prices and the bottlenecking with all the shipping. Actually, I heard something pretty crazy this morning. We keep hearing that we don't have enough truck drivers. They said there's a shortage of, don't quote me on this, I thought I heard the back of my ear, 35,000 truck drivers we're missing, that need jobs. Unbelievable. No wonder why we're having problems with shipping too. But anyway, these stocks, once again, don't get angry, don't get upset. Just listen, we're the party of traders, so we just got to trade it. That's all. You know what I mean? Listen, company came out with some bad news today regarding about, their pharmaceutical stock. Look at this one. This one was meant to talk about. $40 stock, wake up the next morning, opens up at 10. Listen, I feel sorry for the people, the shareholders, but doesn't mean I'm still not going to want to trade it and buy it, or maybe even short it. So anyway, we will come back to this one. But getting back to yesterday, what we had a couple of nice other stocks I want to bring up. So we had BTU, we had FCell, which is the same thing right here. FCell, you can see here long-term stock had a really nice big push right around that, December. Was that January, February move right there. And yesterday was just a really nice move. Look at this pop right here, right at the gate. Right here at 9:30, ran from 770 up to 830, all the way up to 870. And that, not even that one, but Plug was the other one too that followed along with it. I traded Plug. Plug was a little bit more volatile than FCell, but we all know that with oil going up, maybe it's going to push people to say, well, listen, They're predicting $10. Like I told you yesterday, there was a strike price on options on oil for 2022 for $200 a barrel. So you're talking, what's gas right now where we are? It's about almost $4 a gallon if you're in California. What is it? $5 a gallon. So we're at what, 82? Is that where 81 oil where it is? So what are you talking about? Maybe like $12 a gallon. So maybe you might be people who could afford it will buy them, and these plug stocks will do pretty well. So operators of shipping yards be 25. Crane operators in shipping yards make about $250 per hour. Really? I thought they make more than that. Crane operate, well, I guess maybe $250 an hour when you do the math. Crane operators is no joke. I mean, Dino, I mean, that thing is Skip. That when you're talking about crane operators, I thought they make like close to like $150 to $250,000 a year. I'm talking about the big cranes, those big ones that going up and down. Oh, by the way, that PROG is starting to go up. We're going to come back to that one too. Anyway, let's go through this watch list. That one did pretty well. And another one did pretty well was Macy's. Macy's out of nowhere. I think there was I forgot what the news on is, something about that one of the other companies is going public, and that kind of made Macy's go up. I don't know, but Macy's was a great move. That thing just went up so nice right at the gate. I mean, I haven't traded Macy's in a long time, but beautiful stock went from 24 all the way to 25, all the way up to 26.50. Online stores opening on Macy's, that would, I mean, but it makes it run up that much. I mean, that thing literally ran almost $5. That was a huge run up right there. But look at that gorgeous trend right there. Beautiful. So not only is a day trade, became a little bit of a swing trade. All right, one last one. SOFI was another one that did pretty well. And this is going back on my watch list again. Remember, you want to be a good swing trader, you damn well better learn how to day trade first, because the movement of the stock over the course of the day, that makes it turn into a swing trade or an investment. But this one was also very nice, 1920, just so comfortable. Just like from 930, it just went up. And the bad thing about this one is that it never did a shake. It just went right up to 2060 in about an hour. What a great mover. Hell, if you got 50 cents on that trade, you did pretty well on it. But had very, very little shakes, but really, really, really nice move. All right, so let's move on to see what's going on this morning. A decent list right here. I want to start off with Watt. So Watt was a really nice pre-market. She's starting to trend down right now, and she's holding here around the 260. Cheap stock. You could trade a lot of shares of it. Nice trend, nice everything. So Watt looks pretty good. Put that on a watch list. IFRX. Remember, some of them are probably not doing that much action. You know, even though the stock right here, IFRX is up 22%. It's cheap. It's got a nice spread. It's holding here, though, from 8 a.m. It's got some nice support levels. The only issue, it's got these resistance right around here. We'll see how it breaks it when it gets around at 320. But you know what? If you're new to trading, you could always jump into it. The CCJ, I saw that one. Skip, I'm not really a fan of it. I saw it. I'm going to pass on that one. EDSA, another one that I found that moved pretty big in the pre-market, and she's starting to trend down now. Maybe they ran up a little too much, but you remember we did trade this back in September. The stock gapped up, went from 6 to 12. She's coming down an awful lot right here, so I'm going to probably put her on the B list. KAVL, another one that's moving. Now this is the thing I like about this one. This stock gapped up 50 cents up to about $10, came down. You remember we traded this back in September. Stock ran from $5.80 all the way to $14, and it became not more of a day trade, but it became a short squeeze in the past 2 days. Stock got crushed. She's on a little bit of an uptrend right here. So even though she's down, we did very, very well with this stock. I'm going to put it on the watch list. You can see there's a couple of iceberg orders right here, 21,000 right now. This guy's out there. Remember, we saw how important that is in phase 3. I'm going to cover that in the on-site. Got to focus on the big iceberg orders. The stocks that are getting crushed, I want to keep an eye on. AVIR, I mean, down 73%, down $29. Ugh. Terrible, terrible. I'll tell you, we know about those pharmaceutical stocks. They don't come back. This one specifically, this one's also down 71%. This thing is just literally just came down, and she's hovering here. Listen, the strategy that I like to trade with these stocks that get crushed, sometimes you do get, people that will average down, which is what we're hoping for. And they're like, well, it's got to, maybe it'll come back a little bit. Listen, it's a lot cheaper to get it back to 3 if you bought, than going back to 750. So if someone's really in this stock, sometimes they really don't have a choice, but we know that's a big cardinal rule. You don't do that. That, and also averaging, holding overnights. SCFI, is that what I had? No. Oh, that was one from yesterday. Okay. Yeah, we got that one. We got the other one. Was it OLB? Is that one there? Yeah, that one just popped right now, Chuck. So that one's not that bad. We'll keep an eye on that one too. The OLB. Yeah, nice little push right here from $5.25 to $7, big pop. But the spread is pretty ugly on that one, Chuck. And then one stock that's moving again, I forgot to mention, is the PROG's moving again, guys. So PROG is going back on the watch list. Look at that. She just made a really nice pop from 305 all the way to 330. Cheap little stock. She's been on a really nice move since the ending of October. I mean, the stock was $1. We're already up over 300%. So it's probably going to test its resistance levels. It looks like it's got some resistance levels here, but when I was looking at level 4, let me bring up level 4 so you guys could see it, because that's the strategy here at Cybertrade University. You got a couple of iceberg orders that got executed right here, which is a good sign. But you got a 100,000 share seller at 350, and you got another big 120,000 share seller at $4. So it looks like the stock is moving in 50-cent intervals. Big buyer just showed up right here for another 100,000 at 3. So you could see it's moving in 50-cent intervals. So that's really going there. All right, cyber traders. Bill's calling. PROG had a huge call buying over last week. Well, maybe the guys got to cover it, and and I'm glad you brought that up, because Bill, because the way things work, I know everybody wants to trade options, and I always say this all the time. If you want to be a good options trader, you have to learn, and you have to be a successful stock trader, because then you'll see it. They correlate with each other, and how the options, like I told you about the strike price on oil. So that could really scare people, and eventually some people have to cover that trade. So that can cause a big spike in a stock's movement. But so far, got a couple of good movers. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market open up. We'll be starting 15 minutes. Remember, Traders Talk today at 11 o'clock, and on site today, the soiree, for anyone. Look forward to seeing everybody here that is coming to on site. If you want to join us and want to know more about it, just talk to your education advisor. You can always do the webcast, and we'll see you then. And if you're on YouTube and Facebook Live, we'll see you back here at 2:30. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. Let's make some money today.